Welcome to another edition of the 4-Minute Offense. Please subscribe to this channel and like this video. Today we talk about concepts to beat cover one. What is cover one, you ask? Cover one is all defenders are playing man-to-man, whether it's the defensive backs or the linebackers who are in pass coverage, and they usually have a free safety at the top of the field behind the linebackers, usually 8 to 12 yards, depending on the alignment in your system. The middle of the field is closed, which means that anything going towards the middle of the field, there's a defender there that can help take it away. And he helps play over the top to help any deep routes or any routes that are in breaking that he can come down on and help on. Also very helpful to come down and help run support. The free safety plays a zone. Sometimes defense may have them zone on one side of the field based on the strength or based on some of the talent they've scouted on film, or they may just have them read the quarterback depending on where the quarterback's going to be throwing the ball. He'll flow to that side of the field. The strengths of the cover one defense, everyone's accounted for. There's tight coverage, and it's good at taking away zone concepts. And they can usually send a little bit more pressure because you're playing man-to-man. Weaknesses, DB struggle and run support because their eyes are on their receiver's hips. They're not looking into the backfield. You can exploit matchups if you know that a corner or a halfback or a linebacker is a little bit weaker, can't keep up with one of your athletes. You can exploit that matchup. And anything multiple deep routes coming at the free safety can be troublesome, as you know he can only really go help over on one route. So if you got 3 or 4 different routes coming at him, it's going to be hard to stop. And then anything that's runaway routes that are what we call man beating routes, which means your guy's faster than the guy covering. So some concepts to attack cover one. 4 verticals is always a good one. You're essentially sending 4 guys deep. So the free safety is only going to be able to help either on the left or the right side. He's not going to be able to stop them all. And if you've got 2 studs outside at X and Z, in man-to-man, that you should get a nice deep ball for a big play. Same thing with the free safety. You can look off that free safety, maybe have him float over to the Y and then throw back to the F. And then you always got running backs out of the backfield are always a good thing against cover one as well. You've got that opportunity to hit that flat route, which is a runaway route, because if that Sam linebacker comes and picks up that running back's actually running away from that Sam linebacker to the outside. It's always a good little check down to have off 4 verts. The next concept is a mesh rail. Essentially what we're doing is we're trying to play games with that free safety. On the back side of the concept, we're running a mandatory outside release fade, and then we're going to run mesh with our backside slot back and our outside receiver on the play side of the concept. We're going to go occupy that middle linebacker with our offline tight end. He's basically just going to go out there and occupy that backer. And then we're gonna release our back into the flat, but he's actually gonna do a rail route. It's not a wheel route. He's essentially gonna go down the numbers or just outside the numbers. And usually that's gonna be a free route because that it's gonna be very hard for that Sam linebacker to come there. And as you can see with our Z, we've kind of ran, with our Y, we've ran a post towards that free safety to pick him off. So we're gonna read that tailback to the F coming across on the mesh to the play side of the concept. And it's usually a really good cover one beater because not only do you have a deep route that the free safety can't go and help on with the running back, you've got a runaway route with the F on a shallow route across the field. Crossing routes are really good against cover one. And then the final 2 concepts just to get in here, snag. So anything away from the free safety, which is a corner route from the Y, and it's kind of like a little rub concept here. We got the Z coming across where the Y was on a snag route, and then we got the H on a runaway route into the flat. And then on the other side, we've got smash. We got 2 corners with some hitches, 2 corners running away from that free safety, so it's going to be hard to him to defend that. So again, this was the 4-minute offense on concepts to beat cover one. Please subscribe to this channel and like this video and share it with your friends. Thank you for stopping by.